The 29th medical term that we're discussing today is midbrain. Yes, a part of the brain, right? Yes. So this midbrain is also known as the mesencephalon, all right? It is above the brain stem, so therefore we call it a superior part of the brain stem. And what is this superior part of the brain stem and why is it called a midbrain? Because it is a critical connector. It is located between the forebrain and the hindbrain, right? So, what do we need this for? Well, it controls the motor control activities. It also helps in the eye movement and even for hearing. So, auditory as well as visual information. So, where do you see, or rather, what is the location of this midbrain part? As the name suggests, it is at the center of the brain. It is above the pons varoli and the medulla oblongata, which is part of the brain stem, but below the thalamus and the cerebral hemisphere. So that is what I have written it as superior to the pons and the medulla and inferior to the thalamus and the cerebral hemisphere. How big it is? Of course, it's a very small structure which is about 2 centimeters in length, right? So, what are the three parts of this midbrain? As you can see, the first one is called the tectum, then comes the cerebral peduncles, and then the cerebral aqueduct. So, the tectum is the posterior of this, midbrain, and it has four protrusions known as corpora quadrigemina, because quarter is four. And this includes the superior colliculi and the inferior colliculi. The superior colliculi is responsible for the visual controlling, and the inferior is responsible for the auditory pathway. So it's a sensory processing unit of the midbrain. Whereas the cerebral peduncles consist of large nerve fibers which contains dense or descending motor tracts. And this has two regions, that is the corticospinal region and the corticobulbar region. And there are two nuclei inside this, that is the STN and the red nucleus. So STN, that is a substantia nigra nucleus, which produces a dopamine. And when this is not produced, that's what leads to Parkinson's disease. Whereas the red nucleus is iron-rich motor coordinative function. Cerebral aqueduct is a channel running through the midbrain, connects the third and the fourth ventricles, and it has the CSF.